There is a power within you that has been quietly waiting, a force so intimate and personal that it responds not to long and complicated rituals, but to the very recognition of who you are. The world has taught you to look outward for wealth, to chase it, to fight for it, to believe it exists only in banks and businesses far away from you. But what if I told you that money begins not outside but within? That the act of calling yourself forth, of deliberately placing your own name before your eyes in a certain way, awakens an energy that draws money to you faster than you ever believed possible? There is a truth most people overlook. Your name is not just a label. It is a vibration, a key, a signal to the universe itself. When you write it with intent, you are not merely forming letters. You are declaring your identity, your ownership of abundance, your readiness to receive. And when you write it 7 times, in the exact way I will show you, you create a rhythm and a pulse that the universe cannot ignore. The act is simple. It will take only a few moments. Yet what happens afterward will feel as though invisible hands have rearranged the pieces of reality in your favor. You must understand that every word you speak, every thought you entertain, every mark you make on paper has an echo, and your name, spoken or written in deep awareness, carries the strongest echo of all, because it is the sound of your very being. You might think you already know your name, that you write it countless times without effect, signing documents, filling forms, scrawling quick notes. But this is different. This is not writing for convenience. This is writing as creation. You begin by deciding that the moment your name touches paper, you are not writing as the version of you who waits for money, but as the one who already has it. You allow your mind to step into the light where your accounts overflow, where you are debt-free, free in every sense of the word, and you do not beg for money. You do not ask. You declare. As you write your name, you feel the weight of the bills in your wallet, the numbers in your bank account, the joy of giving generously, the ease of paying for anything you desire. 7 times. That is the number, not 6, not 8, 7. Because 7 carries the vibration of completion, of cycles fulfilled, of promises kept. It has been whispered through time as a sacred number. And when your name is written 7 times in succession with this energy, you are announcing to the universe that your desire is not a vague wish. It is a completed fact. The moment you begin the first stroke of the pen, you are entering a world where the outcome is already yours. As you write, you do not rush. You let the letters form as though each is alive. You feel them radiating light. You see your name glowing on the page, not as ink but as gold. Between each writing, pause just enough to feel the truth settle into your heart. Imagine that each repetition is like striking a bell. The vibration goes out into the unseen and calls your fortune home. The money may come in many ways, perhaps through an unexpected payment, a refund you forgot about, a gift, a new customer, a deal that suddenly closes, or a chance encounter that leads to opportunity. Do not limit the path. The universe is far more inventive than your conscious mind. What matters is not how it comes, but that you receive it with the same calm certainty with which you wrote your name. Many people doubt because they have never practiced creation with sincerity. They write while still thinking about lack. They write while secretly checking their bank balance, wondering if it's even possible. That doubt is like drawing your name in the sand at the edge of the sea. The tide of fear will wash it away. But when you write it in the state of already having, it is carved into stone. Consider this: your name is the sound the universe responds to most. When someone calls your name in a crowd, you turn without thinking. In the same way, when you write your name infused with abundance, the universe turns toward you. It recognizes the signal. It moves resources, people, and events to align with the identity you've claimed. And here is the beauty. The more you do this, the more natural it feels, and the faster it works. You may even find that the first time you try, the money appears in exactly 24 hours, and each time afterward, it arrives with less and less delay. This is not coincidence. This is resonance. The energy of your intention becomes stronger each time you practice. Imagine throwing a stone into a still pond. The ripples move outward, touching everything. Writing your name 7 times in this way is like throwing 7 stones at once. The waves overlap, strengthen and return to you as physical results. You must not treat this as a test to see if it works. That is the mistake of those who never receive. This is not an experiment. It is an act of knowing. The moment you wonder whether it will work, you plant the seed of doubt, and that seed grows. Instead, when you put the pen down after the seventh writing, you live as though the money is already on its way. Because it is. You go about your day smiling, feeling light, grateful, expectant in a calm way. The way someone feels when they are awaiting a package they know is already shipped. The paper on which you write your name becomes a silent witness to your declaration. You may keep it somewhere special, or you may fold it and carry it with you, feeling its presence as a reminder. Some choose to place it under their pillow and sleep upon it, letting their subconscious mind work through the night to open the channels of supply. Others burn it in a candle flame, releasing the intention to the invisible. There is no single correct way to finish. The act of writing is the power itself. The rest is your choice. Why does it work so quickly? Because you are not chasing money. You are calling it by calling yourself. The vibration of your name written in this way is like a magnet pulling the form of your desire into your physical world. And because it is so personal, the signal is pure. There is no confusion, no competing thought. You are not thinking about others, not wondering who will give it to you. You are announcing that you, as the rightful owner of wealth, have stepped into possession of it. Some may scoff, thinking it too simple. But all great truths are simple. The sun rises without your help. The seed becomes a tree without your effort. The heart beats without your command. The forces that bring money to you are just as natural. You are not making something happen. You are letting it happen by aligning with the state of already having. Writing your name 7 times is simply a key that opens that door. Imagine right now holding a pen, feeling the paper beneath your hand. You write your first name, and with it you feel the rush of receiving. You write your surname, and with it you feel the solidity of ownership. You repeat, and with each repetition the reality becomes sharper, closer, truer. By the 7th time, you are no longer waiting for money. You have it. You can feel it in your chest, see it in your mind, sense it all around you. The work is done. Do not be surprised if in the hours that follow, you receive sudden impulses to act, to check an account, to message a certain person, to look in a certain place. These are not random. Follow them. The channels are opening, and these nudges are the universe's way of guiding the flow directly into your hands. It may be that the money appears in a way that seems unrelated to the act you performed. But understand this. There are no unrelated events in creation. The moment you wrote your name in that state, the process began. The visible result is simply the last step. All the movements behind the scenes were already underway. And when it arrives, receive it with the joy of one who knows this is only the beginning. You may perform this again for more, not from lack, but from abundance, knowing you are playing in the infinite. Wealth is not limited. It is a river that flows without end, and you may draw from it at any time. If you wish to magnify the effect, you may also speak your name aloud as you write it. Feel your voice carrying the sound into the room, into the air, into the unseen. Speak it as though it were the name of someone powerful, someone to whom the world naturally gives. Because it is. It is your name. It is you, and you are the one to whom money flows freely. 7 times, with the feeling of already having, is enough to shift the energy completely. The universe does not require years to rearrange your life. It requires only the moment you truly believe. And the act of writing your name 7 times this way is one of the most direct paths to that belief. So take your pen, take your paper, and write, not as the person you have been, but as the person you now are, wealthy, abundant, limitless. Each stroke is a declaration. Each repetition is a seal. And as you write for the 7th time, know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot fail to bring money to you within 24 hours. It is not a matter of luck. It is law. You are the one who calls forth your fortune. You are the one who wears the name that commands abundance. And when you write it 7 times in this way, you are doing more than just writing. You are opening the vault of heaven and letting it pour into your hands. Stand in that truth, and watch as the world rearranges itself to bring you exactly what you desire, right on time. As you move through your day after writing your name 7 times, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in how the world responds to you. Conversations will turn in your favor. Small coincidences will stack on top of one another, and opportunities will appear from directions you never expected. Even the air will feel lighter around you, because you are no longer carrying the weight of how will it happen. You are living in the certainty that it is already done. This shift in energy is what draws money to you so quickly. Money moves towards certainty. It is drawn to clarity, to a strong and unwavering signal. When you wrote your name in that state of having, you sent out that signal with such purity that the response from the universe became inevitable. Do not underestimate the way your mind will continue working on this in the background. Even after you've set down the pen, you may suddenly remember that you had unused reward points that can be converted into cash. Or you might discover a forgotten envelope of money tucked away in a drawer. You may receive a message from someone who owes you money and has suddenly decided to pay you back. These moments are the natural outpouring of the state you entered while writing. You must treat these manifestations, no matter how large or small, as evidence that the flow has opened. If the first arrival is small, smile and say, "It has begun," because it has. The amount is not the measure of success. The arrival is. Once the channel is flowing, you may call upon it again and again, and each time you will find that the speed increases. Your name carries the essence of your identity, and your identity is the blueprint from which your life is formed. By deliberately inscribing it into reality 7 times, you are impressing upon the unseen world exactly who you are, and what belongs to you. It is the act of saying, "I am here and abundance is mine." The vibration of your name joined with the feeling of wealth already possessed, reshapes the pattern of your life in that moment. From there, reality has no choice but to reflect it back to you in tangible form. When you hold the pen and see your name appear again and again, you are witnessing a ritual of alignment. Each letter is a symbol, each stroke an announcement. The more vividly you feel the end result while you write, the more powerful the signal becomes. And here is where most people falter. They allow themselves to feel the absence rather than the presence. But not you. You will choose presence. You will choose to feel the joy of possession, the relief of knowing, the gratitude of receiving. It is not necessary to tell anyone about this practice. In fact, the most potent results often come when you keep it to yourself, letting the energy grow quietly within you. The world will see the results soon enough when the money appears, and you will smile, knowing exactly how it came to be. You will not need to convince anyone, because your life will be the proof. If you choose to repeat this process, you may notice that the act itself becomes more profound each time. The first time, you are learning to step into the state. The second time, you recognize it more quickly. By the third or fourth time, you may find that even before you begin writing, the feeling of wealth has already taken hold of you. This is the sign that you are becoming the person who naturally attracts money without strain or effort. As you continue, you may even find that you no longer write your name out of desire for money alone. You may write it simply to remind yourself of who you are, to affirm the truth that you are the creator of your experience. And from that space, wealth in all its forms, not just money, will find its way to you. This is the deeper magic of the practice. It reconnects you with the authority you have over your own reality. Money is just one expression of abundance. Once you see how easily it responds to your inner state, you will understand that everything else in life works the same way. Opportunities, relationships, health, joy, all flow from the same source. And the gateway to that source is the recognition of self. Your name, written in awareness, is that gateway. 7 times is the seal. The simplicity of this act is what makes it so effective. You are not layering on dozens of steps or complicated conditions. You are going straight to the essence, your identity as the one who already has. This is why the results come so quickly. There is no resistance, no confusion, only the pure signal of you in possession of what you desire. And as you experience this, you will begin to see life differently. No longer will you feel that you must fight or beg for what you want. You will know from the evidence of your own experience that you can call it forth. You can summon it with the authority of your name spoken and written in certainty. And you will carry this knowing into every corner of your life, until abundance is not something you occasionally summon. It is something you live in, every day. The beauty of this practice is that it does not demand hours of your time or great physical effort. It is not about struggling to push reality into place. It is about slipping into the quiet power of knowing who you are and letting that identity shape the world around you. The pen moves slowly, deliberately, and with each curve of each letter, you are reminding the universe and yourself of the truth that has always been there. Abundance belongs to you. The moment you accept that, the outer world bends to match it. Some may wonder why it must be written 7 times, and not just once. The reason is that repetition is the language of the subconscious mind. The first time you write your name, the conscious mind may still chatter, still question, still resist. By the second and third time, you are beginning to sink deeper into the feeling. By the fourth and fifth, you are no longer wondering whether it will work. You are immersed in the experience. By the sixth and seventh, you are fully there, fully convinced, fully embodying the version of yourself who already possesses the wealth you seek. 7 is the bridge that carries you from thinking to knowing. And once you cross that bridge, something changes in the air around you. It is not that the money suddenly exists. It has always existed, but now it is aligned with you, moving toward you in ways that will seem almost uncanny. The call will come, the message will arrive, the chance encounter will happen, the unexpected payment will land. These are the ripples of the moment you sat down and wrote your name, as though the entire fortune of the universe were already in your possession. You must understand that the act itself is not about paper and ink. Those are simply tools. The true power lies in the state you step into while you write. The more vivid and real that state becomes, the faster and more dramatically the outer reflection will arrive. Some people find it helpful to picture the exact amount they wish to receive while writing. Others prefer to focus on the feeling of financial freedom without attaching it to a number. Both ways work, as long as the feeling is complete. And as the hours pass after you have finished, you may feel an inner stillness, as though something has locked into place. That stillness is your proof. You will not need to constantly check or wonder. You will know. The seed has been planted, the harvest is inevitable. It is in this calm expectancy that the universe works fastest, because there is no resistance, no anxious pulling at the roots to see if they are growing. Often the most extraordinary results come when you have almost forgotten about the act, when you are simply enjoying your day in the quiet confidence that it is done. And then it appears, sometimes in a form that takes your breath away, other times so naturally that you almost laugh at how easily it came. Either way, it will come, and you will recognize it as the echo of your own name, written in power, returning to you as tangible wealth. Over time, this simple ritual can become a cherished part of your life. You may choose to do it not only when you desire money, but whenever you wish to affirm your identity as the creator of your reality. You might write your name before an important meeting, before making a decision, before starting a new project. Each time, you are declaring, I am the one in whom this power resides, and life will answer accordingly. The act may seem almost too effortless, but therein lies its genius. Effortlessness is the natural state of creation. The universe does not strain to bring forth a sunrise. The river does not strain to flow. The seed does not strain to sprout. When you write your name 7 times in the feeling of already having, you are aligning with that effortless flow, and abundance rushes in to fill the space you have opened. Even as I speak of it now, you can feel the truth of it. Somewhere deep inside, you know that the outer world mirrors the inner state. You know that you have felt this alignment before in other moments of your life, perhaps when you were so certain of something that it seemed to arrive without delay. This is the same principle, made deliberate. And when it comes to money, the results can be astonishing in their speed and precision. The moment you accept this practice, you begin to sense an awakening within. Your awareness sharpens, and you notice how your thoughts carry a new weight, a certain gravitas that was missing before. The simple act of writing your name 7 times, each repetition infused with the feeling of abundance, is like planting a seed in fertile soil. But it is not any soil. It is the soil of your own consciousness, ready to grow whatever you allow it to nurture. You become the gardener of your reality, tending to this seed with unwavering faith. It is important to recognize that writing your name in this way is not about forcing the universe to give you money. It is about tuning your inner frequency to match the frequency of wealth. Like a radio dial, when you adjust your frequency precisely, you connect with the station that broadcasts prosperity. The 7 writings of your name create a powerful tuning mechanism. The ink on paper becomes a channel, and the vibrations you emit attract all the circumstances necessary for money to flow into your experience. Some have asked why the number 7 holds such significance. Throughout history, it has been regarded as a sacred number, a symbol of completeness and spiritual power. The 7 days of the week, 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 notes in the musical scale. These are not coincidences but clues to the universal order. By choosing to write your name 7 times, you align your intention with this universal rhythm. You are not merely making a wish, you are activating a cosmic blueprint designed to respond to your command. When you write your name, you might notice your hand moving with surprising ease and fluidity. This is because you are no longer just writing letters. You are imprinting your essence onto the fabric of reality. Each stroke becomes a wave of creative energy flowing from your subconscious mind into the external world. You are calling forth not just money, but the entire energetic environment that supports its manifestation. Do not be alarmed if you do not see immediate results in your bank balance. Sometimes the universe orchestrates the arrival in ways that are subtle, even invisible at first. You might receive a phone call that seems unrelated, but leads to a profitable opportunity, or a random encounter with a stranger who offers unexpected assistance. These are the invisible threads woven by the energy you release through your writing. Trust in their unfolding. As the hours pass after your ritual, pay attention to your inner state. The feeling of expectancy without anxiety is the hallmark of true alignment. Many fail in manifestation because they try to force the outcome or obsess over the result. This desperation creates resistance, and the energy of lack pushes away the very thing they desire. But when you write your name 7 times with a calm heart and a knowing spirit, you open the door wide, inviting abundance to enter effortlessly. Your subconscious mind is now your ally, working behind the scenes to align circumstances in your favor. It interprets the vibrations sent out through your writing and thought and begins rearranging your mental and physical environment to accommodate your wealth. You may find yourself more intuitive, more inspired, and more willing to take action when opportunities present themselves. The shift is subtle but profound. Many will ask if this method works for everyone. The answer is yes, because the power lies within the individual. Your name carries your unique vibration. When written with conviction, it activates that vibration's creative power. It transcends past limitations, old beliefs, and conditioned scarcity. The only requirement is your willingness to step fully into the role of creator, to claim your birthright to abundance without hesitation. Imagine now the impact on your life as money begins to flow freely. The stress and struggle dissolve into a distant memory. You find yourself able to pay bills with ease, to invest in your dreams, to give generously, and to live in a state of joyful expectancy. This is not a fantasy. It is the natural outcome when you align your identity with the energy of wealth. The written repetition of your name is the spark that ignites this transformation. As you continue this practice, you may discover a deepening sense of self-respect and confidence. Writing your name 7 times in this powerful way reminds you that you are worthy, not because of what you have done or will do, but simply because you exist. Worthiness is the foundation upon which all abundance rests. When you hold that truth, money flows not because you chase it, but because you embody it. Your name in its sacred repetition is more than letters. It is a bridge between your inner world and the outer world. The universe listens attentively to the language of identity. By communicating clearly and repeatedly through your writing, you are sending an unambiguous command. This command sets into motion a cascade of events that will bring financial blessings within the next 24 hours. Do not worry about how it will happen. The universe is infinitely creative and resourceful. It will move people, ideas, and circumstances in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your role is to remain open and receptive, to act when inspired, and to hold fast to the certainty that what you have asked for is already yours. There is a joy in this knowing that cannot be overstated. It is a joy rooted in freedom and trust. When you write your name 7 times in this state, you step into a dance with the infinite,
a dance where money is simply one of the many gifts offered to those who recognize their own power. As the moments pass after you have completed writing your name 7 times, you might feel a subtle shift in your perception. Suddenly your mind begins to notice opportunities you had overlooked before, small openings in conversations, unexpected invitations, chances to serve or be served. These are the manifestations beginning their journey from the invisible realm into your physical experience. The energy you summoned with your writing has activated the law that matches like with like, and now the universe is assembling the puzzle pieces for your financial increase.
Your awareness becomes a magnet, drawing attention to resources and pathways that align with your new state of being. The feeling of abundance you embedded in your name resonates in your aura, signaling to everything around you that you are ready to receive. Money is a form of energy, and like all energies, it responds not to lack or fear, but to confidence and expectancy. Writing your name 7 times in this focused way sends a clear message. I am here, I am abundant, I accept prosperity now. This message is received by your subconscious mind, which has immense power over your external reality. It begins to filter your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions through the lens of abundance. You may find that you naturally reject thoughts of limitation, replace doubts with affirmations, and take inspired steps you previously hesitated to take. The subconscious acts as the unseen architect, laying the foundation and constructing the framework upon which your wealth can manifest. You might also notice a new alignment with people around you, those who can support your goals, who bring fresh ideas, or who open doors you didn't know existed. These encounters are not coincidences, but the unfolding of the design you have initiated by writing your name with intention and faith. The sevenfold repetition amplifies this effect, creating a vibration so powerful that it cannot be ignored. Some feel tempted to repeat the process multiple times in one day, hoping to accelerate the manifestation. While repetition can deepen belief, the most important factor is the quality of feeling you bring to each session. It is better to write once or twice with full conviction than many times with a distracted mind. Each letter you write must be charged with the sensation of already having. This feeling is the fuel that powers the mechanism of manifestation. As you carry this practice forward, you may discover that the money appearing in your life is not just a one-time event, but a steady flow. The barriers that once seemed immovable begin to dissolve, and your relationship with money transforms from one of struggle to one of ease and gratitude. The universe reflects back the energy you offer. By embracing your own value and expressing it through your name, you create an ongoing cycle of abundance. Remember that your name is a sacred word, your personal vibration made audible and visible. Writing it 7 times in this focused state is more than an exercise. It is an invocation of your creative power. It is a ceremony of self-recognition that calls forth the riches awaiting you. You do not need to seek outside validation or approval, because the authority rests within you. The moment your pen leaves the paper after the 7th repetition, you have sent a beacon into the unseen world. That beacon shines with the certainty that money is yours, that wealth is your birthright, and that all conditions are aligning to bring it forth. From here, your role is to trust, to remain open, and to observe the unfolding with gratitude and calm anticipation. As you practice this ritual, you may find your entire mindset shifting. You begin to see yourself as a powerful creator rather than a victim of circumstance. You realize that your financial reality is not fixed but fluid, responsive to the intentions you set and the identity you claim. Your name repeated 7 times becomes a mantra of empowerment, echoing through your subconscious and shaping your destiny. You may also notice a growing sense of peace. The anxiety and worry that once clouded your relationship with money fade away, replaced by a serene confidence. This peace is itself a form of wealth, an internal state that attracts external riches effortlessly. When you are at peace with abundance, abundance flows more freely to you. If you choose to share this method with others, do so with care and respect for its simplicity and power. It is not a trick or a gimmick, but a profound alignment with universal law. The true magic lies not in the writing itself, but in the consciousness you hold as you do it. Encourage others to feel deeply, to embody the reality they wish to create,
and to write their names with the same unwavering faith. Know that every time you perform this practice, you reinforce your connection to the infinite source of abundance. You remind yourself and the universe that you are not separate from wealth, but are an integral expression of it. This awareness changes everything. It opens doors that once seemed closed and invites miracles into your everyday life. The simplicity of writing your name 7 times in this specific way is its greatest strength. It strips away complexity and brings you directly to the heart of creation, the recognition of your own power. No fancy tools, no complex rituals, just your name, your pen, and your belief. As you continue to step into this truth, your life will bear witness to your newfound identity. The money that appears is a reflection of your inner state, a mirror held up by the universe to show you what you have always known deep down. You are worthy, you are powerful, and you are deserving of all good things. You may begin to notice how the very way you carry yourself changes. There is a newfound ease in your step, a quiet confidence in your gaze, and a subtle smile playing on your lips, signs that the energy of abundance is not just something you seek, but something you embody. This transformation is not superficial. It is the natural consequence of aligning your inner world with the outer manifestation you desire. Writing your name 7 times in this way initiates that alignment, and as your identity shifts, so too does your experience. The unfolding of your wealth may surprise you with its creativity. Perhaps you receive a bonus, an unexpected gift, a sudden invitation to participate in something lucrative, or a timely opportunity that was hidden in plain sight. The ways in which money arrives are as varied as the imagination of the universe itself. What matters is your willingness to accept and celebrate each arrival with gratitude, knowing it is the fulfillment of the vibration you set in motion. It is important to maintain a mindset of receiving without resistance. Often when abundance begins to flow, old beliefs about deserving or worthiness may surface. You might catch yourself thinking, "This is too good to be true," or "I don't deserve this." These thoughts are the remnants of past conditioning and must be gently released. Instead, replace them with affirmations of worthiness and gratitude. Each time you write your name, reaffirm your right to prosperity and your openness to all good things. The act of writing also deepens your connection to your subconscious mind, the unseen powerhouse behind all creation. Your subconscious holds the blueprint of your life and responds directly to the signals you send through feelings and repetition. By embedding your name in this ritual 7 times, you impress upon your subconscious the new identity you wish to live, a self who commands abundance effortlessly. Over time, this practice rewires your habitual thought patterns. Scarcity thinking, which once dominated your mind, begins to dissolve and is replaced by a mindset of possibility and expectation. You find yourself naturally attracting ideas, people, and circumstances that support your financial growth. This is not magic. It is natural law responding to the frequency you emit. As you write your name, feel the energy gathering within you, a vibration that grows stronger with each repetition. Let this feeling expand beyond the paper, filling your entire being. Imagine it radiating outwards, touching every aspect of your life, creating a magnetic field that draws money and opportunity to you. This feeling is the core of manifestation, the essence of creation. You may also wish to personalize your ritual by choosing a specific place or time that feels sacred or powerful to you. Some prefer to write in the quiet of the early morning, when the world is still and possibilities feel limitless. Others find the evening hours more conducive, when the day's experiences settle and the mind is calm. Whatever you choose, make the moment special. Honor it as a meeting between you and the universe. When you hold your pen poised to write your name, take a deep breath and center yourself. Clear your mind of distraction and focus on the sensation of already having the money you desire. Let that sensation saturate your heart and mind. Then write your name deliberately, slowly with feeling, repeating this 7 times. Each time, renew your connection to the feeling of wealth, letting it deepen and expand. The universe is listening, and your message is unmistakable. The energy you release ripples through the fabric of reality, setting in motion the conditions for your financial increase. You are not waiting passively. You are actively creating by aligning your identity with your desire. If doubts arise, acknowledge them without judgment, and gently return your focus to the feeling of having already received. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it does not have to dictate your reality. The power lies in your choice to redirect your attention and to hold steadfast in your conviction. As you integrate this practice into your life, you may discover that the results extend beyond money. The clarity and confidence you cultivate begin to influence other areas, relationships, health, creativity, and joy. Your whole life becomes a reflection of your expanded sense of self, one who commands prosperity in every form. The written repetition of your name 7 times is a declaration not only of your desire, but of your sovereignty as a creator. It is a reminder that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but hold the reins of your destiny. This awareness is transformative and liberating, allowing you to move through the world with power and grace. You may choose to enhance your ritual by pairing it with affirmations, visualization, or meditation. These practices deepen your connection to the feeling state and strengthen the signal you send to the universe. However, even on its own, the act of writing your name 7 times with the feeling of having is profoundly effective. Remember, manifestation is not about forcing or struggling. It is about allowing and aligning. The universe responds best when you move from a place of peace, joy, and certainty. Writing your name 7 times in this intentional way is a direct path to that state, a bridge from desire to fulfillment. As you continue this journey, keep an open heart and mind. Be willing to receive in unexpected ways, to embrace the flow of abundance wherever it leads. Your practice is a living, evolving conversation between you and the infinite, one that will reveal ever deeper layers of power and possibility. As you embrace this simple yet profound practice of writing your name 7 times with the feeling of already having, you step into your true power as the creator of your reality. Remember, the universe responds not to wishful thinking, but to the certainty and clarity of your identity. Your name is your signal, your declaration, your key to unlocking the flow of abundance that has always been waiting for you. Within 24 hours, you will witness the magic of alignment as money begins to appear, not by chance, but by design. This is not about luck or coincidence. It is about you claiming what is rightfully yours and living as the embodiment of prosperity. The power lies within you, unshaken, undeniable, infinite. Stand firm in this knowing. Write your name 7 times with unwavering faith, with joy, with the feeling of having already received, and watch as the world bends to your command. Your abundance is not a distant dream. It is your present reality waiting to be acknowledged. Claim it now. You are worthy. You are abundant. You are unstoppable.